Hello, welcome to freedomalcohol.com. This is Sam French. I hope this finds you well, and welcome to my week 7, I think, I'm losing track, my week 7 live video series. And today I want to talk about just reviewing my alcohol freedom of 7 weeks, and I hope that you will be able to review your alcohol freedom of 7 weeks, or however long you have been free from alcohol. And this falls into my February series on setting goals, and one of the really important things to do when you set goals is obviously to review them. So that's what I'm going to do now with me, and I hope you will do the same in reviewing your freedom from alcohol. So the first 7 weeks of being free from alcohol for me have been, and I'm going to use some descriptive words, tough, fun, happy, different, challenging, stressful, freeing, smiling, clearness, clarity, fulfillment, journey, strength, well-being. These are all words that I would use to describe my first 7 weeks, roughly, of being free from alcohol. As you'll all know, my aim was, in January 2015, my goal was to be free from alcohol forever, and this has been a mixed journey. And my celebration of 2015 was that I spent more time being free from alcohol than I spent drinking, which was a great achievement. But this year, starting on 31st of December 2015, I've gone free from alcohol, and with my goal of being free from alcohol forever. And this time, if I'm honest in reviewing it, it has felt different. I've taken the aim, the goal, if you like, which I've been recorded on my blog, of aiming for improving the quality of my life through increasing areas of personal well-being, family, and also my work life. And whilst I appreciate that this is very, very early days, I feel more secure in where I am now than where I would have been in January 2015. And this has come through what I have learnt over time. It has come also through the January group sessions, which I recorded in my January blogs, on skills and knowledge and understanding of the problems that people experience with alcohol. And I've learnt a lot during those sessions. And one of the things that I found most useful is one of the most simple things as well, and that is the alcohol relapse cycle, which might seem very, very obvious to people. But being able to place myself very clearly on that cycle, and you can go to my toolbox to look at that, and position myself between the action point and the maintenance point, has allowed me to very clearly see what I need to be doing right here and now in the present moment. It's okay to try things and to fail, and I'm not going to say to you that I think you need to be going out there and relapsing, or whatever the word you want to use when people fail going free from alcohol. But you should take that relapse as a learning point and really sit down and think about what it is that you've learned from that. And that's exactly what I've done, and that is what I think has been serving me during these first few weeks. The benefits of being free from alcohol have also been very significantly enhanced for me. Again, there are more benefits of being free from alcohol than there are from drinking. And the sooner that you can understand and believe this and live this, the sooner you will be able to be free from alcohol. That doesn't mean it will be easy, but it will give you more clarity. As I said in my descriptive words just earlier, I think that I have had my mind is clearer, I feel clearer about what I want to achieve, I feel happier within myself, and that has not been without its challenges. But I know that the things that I have achieved in my work life, in the progress there, in my family, in my presence with my family, and really importantly, me just being me, and it's starting to accept myself more, have been the real move forward for me. This really is not a journey about alcohol, it's more a journey about personal discovery. And I think when you start to unwrap the reasons, the root cause reasons why you drink, and whether it has become a problem or not, and you need to go free forever or not, or you classify yourself as alcoholic, or you classify yourself as dependent, or you classify yourself as somebody that needs to reduce their drinking, it is very clear to me that what this becomes is a behavioural, personal issue that you need to take a long, hard look at yourself. And if you're not able to do this, and you're not open to doing this, then you'll never be able to move forward from it. And this is my learnings in my freedom from alcohol. So also, when you review how you've done, and those are my celebrations that I've just been through, when you review, it's also then important just to briefly look forward to what's going to help you or serve you going forward now, and the things that you need to be looking at. So for me, there is still this element of vulnerability, and that sits around the future. And I'm just still very aware that I need to remain present in the moment and find ways of doing that. I call it my ego. When I look at the future or the past, or I wish for what I'm going to be doing, or what my next holiday is, or I would like that car, or what my next project is, I call that my ego. It's the voice in your mind that tells you to move yourself away from the present to the future or the past. And I think that this is it's not often very helpful in the context of being free from alcohol, and also in the context of being present, which is very, very important. I also find that my ego then gets me into a place where I'm feeling more under pressure, more stressed, and more detached from what I need to be doing here and now. So for me going forward, it's about that. It's also about connecting with others, whether through this blog, whether with people at work, or whether in the alcohol group which I reported on throughout January. And one of the things that I have initiated that hasn't come to light yet, which I must follow up going forward, is another opportunity to get together again with a group of people who have similar problems that I do. And I'd encourage you to do this as well. And what I have learned is that this is an integral part of going free from alcohol for most people. There are people out there who do it just on their own, but I would suggest that these people are great, and I'm really happy for them. But I would suggest that these people are in the minority. I think it's around only 5% of people, of those who are successful, are able to do it on their own. It's a very low figure anyway. So get that support from somewhere else, and that is my objective going away from today, is to do that, is to follow up on that outreach which I did last week, which will remain personal to me. But there is a point which I must follow up on. My worries and being open about them are around planning for future events, as I described it just now, my ego, I suppose. And that is things like holidays, that is things like free time. Because obviously, if you think of a holiday, for me, I associate holidays with drinking. And I'm going to have to start to look at them differently, and look at those other events in my life where alcohol was associated. So the things that worry me the most, and do you know what, it probably is out of context, are things like parties, Christmas dues, but that is miles in the future. So for now, this is Sam French. Thank you for listening to Alcohol Freedom. Make sure you review your objectives. I hope you're well, and I look forward to talking to you again in about a week's time.